Good morning. I can't stay on here long. So let me go ahead and type this out now. Post it. Okay. Boopity boop. Boop boop boop. Let me put my glasses on because I look like a 10th grader. Do I look more mature? I hope I look like more mature now. I don't know, child. Good morning. All right, so let me put this on here real quick because I got to get ready and go. Yesterday I went to an event that was like for... Good morning, Princess. Dang, say something positive. Princess, I love black people, Smith, Johnson, Jackson. Anyway, all right, so I went to this event yesterday. The event was a roundtable chat for entrepreneurs. And I'm not going to talk about the event. I'm going to talk about something somebody said, and this is just for anybody who could grab it. So a lady, she was a real estate agent, and she started her own agency. She got like a couple people working under her. And the lady was like, I'm here so that I can learn about leadership skills from like other people in the room. And so I listened to, and different people showed up for different things. So it was just like, okay, I get it. People show up to these events looking to glean character traits from other people who they think are successful in those areas. One thing that I feel we lack in this country, and we're seeing it with the Barbecue Becky videos, and we're seeing it with the, I can't even think of all the names, all these people calling 911. Our country, our culture lacks leadership. And I don't mean politicians. I think one of the biggest mistakes we're making as a people, as a community, is looking towards athletes, entertainers, and politicians for leadership skills to lead us in a direction that we don't even understand ourselves. This morning, my daughter was fussing at me to fuss at my son because he was messing with her. And I turned to her and said, Jada, listen, you don't realize how much you influence your brother. I gave her this speech and realized there are grown people who watch me or who are in contact with me who lack leadership skills. And so here's a few tips. Lance was like, you need to make this a webinar. And I probably can and will, but right now I don't have the time. I need to get this to the people so I can put it on my IGTV. Wherever you are, wherever you go, being a leader has nothing to do with how much is in your bank account. It don't have anything to do with your status at your job. And it damn sure don't have too much to do with the color of your skin. Being a leader has everything to do with your mindset and how you see yourself. There are a lot of people right now walking around as a follower because you haven't taken the time to look at your own inventory in life and realize that you already are a leader. You already are somebody that people look up to, that they shape in their life after. Hell, they shape in their decisions after or around. And when you look to somebody else to help you navigate the problems or pitfalls in your life, that's the first mistake a lot of us make in thinking, I'm just not a leader or I need help. One of the rules at my kids' school is if something's going wrong, somebody hits you, grab an adult, grab a teacher. I tell my kids, no, you can solve that. Use your words to communicate what you're trying to say to this child. Understand that all kids are as smart as you, and understand that not all kids know how to, communicate an idea. Listen to them. Tell them what you're trying to, communicate about them hitting you or disrespecting you. And then if you cannot do it on your own, get an adult. But we live in a society where it's like, damn, I'm telling y'all, like, being a leader don't have nothing to do. This lady's a whole real estate agent, and she left before I could tell her this, but you deal in multi-million dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars every day selling houses. You got to get the paperwork together. You got to set the meeting time up. Like, what you mean you're not a leader? You need leadership skills. And there's a lot of people out here who just need to be told you're a leader. You carry weight in your being and your energy, and you have authority. So use it. The biggest piece of advice, if you feel like you lack leadership skills or maybe people don't listen to you, would you listen to you? The way you carry yourself. Do you do a lot of double talk? Do you say what you mean? Do you follow through? How's your follow through game? Who wants to be led by, sorry to say, somebody who's half-assing it out here? I know I'm a leader, and I don't have millions of dollars in the bank. Hell, I don't have hundreds of thousands in the bank. We're going to stop right there. But I do know that people are not worried about my bank account when they tune in to listen to what I have to say. So I think I am going to sit down and develop something. I don't even know where to start because I just feel like a lot of this stuff people already know, but I'm really starting to understand people's upbringing and experiences has limited what they are able to understand and know. When it comes to being a leader, I'm going to tell y'all, one of the scariest things for me was to be a parent at a young age. I had Jada at 20. And what people don't realize is when you're that young and you're still growing up yourself and raising a kid, a lot of it is trial and error. You like, all right, now, let me see. Okay, now I know you need to eat breakfast, but I also need to do my hair. If I let you starve too long, then we're going to have a problem. Maybe I should feed you, and then I'll do a hairstyle on myself that's minimal. Like, these are real life situations and scenarios. A lot of you don't have leadership skills because you are constantly putting the teenage mom. Yeah, I was. You're constantly putting the responsibility of the hard stuff on other people. Don't mess around, let your parents live in the same city as you or the same household as you. You going to them. You going to somebody else. What you think? What you think? What you think? We joke about relationships where a man is asking a woman, what do you want to eat? But a lot of times what we don't realize is, hell, that's a very real scenario that a lot of us deal with that we just kind of pass off. But being able to decide what we eating for dinner. Sir, you go make dinner. You go buy dinner. You pick the restaurant and take me out. And it's rooted in people not feeling secure enough to say, I made this choice. I'm going to stick with it. I'm terrified that it's not the right choice. I'm terrified you're going to judge me for it. But you know what? I'm so secure in myself and who I'm becoming. I'm going to put myself out there. And it starts when we're kids. So I understand if you don't have kids or if it didn't happen when you were a child. But what I'm just saying is slow down. Make a lot of choices based off what's best for you. A lot of y'all ain't making choices because your ass don't know nothing. You won't pick up a book. You won't read no articles. I mean, you may watch TV, but what you watching? So the information you're using to navigate through life is limited. So when you attempt to make a choice, I can understand why you're not secure in it because you just going off of your own knowledge. Let me know where you post this. I got to come back. No problem, princess. So one of the things that I do and my kids watch me do is two things that I do. And I meant to tell my best friend this. I need to call her and tell her. One, I read a lot. And I don't mean like read, like, let me just show you a book I'm reading that I made Jada read with me one day. This is called A Tale of Three Kings. Deep. But I ain't gonna say nothing else about it. This book is 100 pages. It's nothing. Hella fundamental. My daughter watches me read this. She watching me put markers in it and it's post-it notes hanging out. It's me going, oh my gosh, it's crazy. She hears me talking to her father about concepts in this book that he don't give a damn about. And guess who else don't give a damn? Me, because he gonna listen. Because I'm gonna put it in him and water it in him as I'm getting it and put it in me. So she's sitting back and she's watching like, okay, my mama be reading. She ain't in school no more. My mama got 2 degrees. My mama's educated and she still be up here reading. They'll wake up on Saturday morning and walk out and see me with the Bible and this book and that book and this book and that book and be like, what are you doing? I'd be like, studying. They'd be like, you got a test? I'd be like, no. So that's one fundamental thing that I do. I reach for knowledge outside of what Kat knows. So I want to encourage you today, if you watching this and you like, girl, yeah. Like, I can't stress it enough. Even if it's a magazine article, if it's something crazy, 8 ways to a better dating life, and you're trying to date, read that nonsense. Understand the mindset of people so you can say, damn, this is where I'm messing up at. Because although I looked at this article like it was going to be trash, some of these value systems I'm dabbling in. Damn, I see myself. You see what I'm saying? You opened yourself up to something that you assumed was beneath you or just not connected to you. And I do that as a married woman. Like, let me see. I'll go to events and sit. When I go to serve people who are making millions of dollars, I cannot move the same way I move in a room full of people who know me, who are patronizing my business, who are making, thousands of dollars a year. Why? We're dealing with 2 different types of people. So how do I get trained enough to walk into a room of millionaires and feel comfortable? I got to expose myself to the knowledge and information. And I can do that because I know who I am. So I'm not going in rooms getting tripped up on, am I good enough? I don't know if I should be here. I did that on the back end. That's the first thing that my kids see me do is read. The second thing my kids see me do, yesterday I was on the phone with my best friend. I picked the kids up from school and we're driving home. And the whole time the conversation is on my car phone. And my kids are listening to me and my best friend talk. Now, side note, if your conversations is so X-rated and crazy that children couldn't listen and glean from it, that's something you need to check in yourself. I get it, you have some adult conversations, but it shouldn't be like that all the time. Okay, press play. So we're talking about ideas for a podcast. We're talking about how our next podcast, we're going to talk about friendships and this whole term of best friend and what you should be able to do and not do with your best friend, how you outgrow people. We're talking about our business and how we need to try new things and how we need to implement this. I'm on the phone telling her, sometimes you get on my nerve and I talk about you to my husband, and my husband like, yeah, but your friend right. I be like, damn, she right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so when we get off the phone, my daughter goes, Kat, she goes, Mom, at first I thought that, you know, you and Auntie Lonnie just talk like that in front of other people, like, because you're smart and you need to sound smart. But I can't believe y'all talk like that to each other on the phone. Like, she's so enamored with my relationship with my best friend. One, because I exposed her to what real friendship and love looks like. Two, it's authentic. I'm not putting on for my best friend. I could be authentically me. But three, how else is she going to navigate friendship in 2027, whenever she'll be in college, if she don't have a pattern? This goes back to the whole topic that I'm talking about today, which is leadership. How can I be out here changing the community and my house is destroyed? My house is dysfunctional. One of the things I've learned in this season, and I got to get ready to go, is that the thing that I'm praying for the most, I believe, is coming from God, but God has given me this time to fortify my household. Because when the cameras come and the money comes and the demons come to come steal, kill, and destroy, because I'm out here doing the work of God, we got to be fortified in such a way where something rock my household, my house may fall, but me and my family will be standing there holding each other. So if you're somebody who don't have kids, you can still glean from this. Your circle, your situation, in your being, and how you are should be something that is the same every day of the week. No matter what's coming, no matter what hits you, you are out here moving because you decided what you are, who you are, before all that even came. And a lot of people can't do that. You are shooketh every time something new enter your force field, your atmosphere. And I'm telling you, as somebody who's emotional and a huge empath, the only way this works is if you figure out and decide who you are before all that shit hits you, before all hits the fan. Now, sometimes, oh, come on with the donations. They're rolling in. Thank you, Princess. Sometimes, okay, you will encounter a situation that will force you to be uncomfortable. It'll break everything you thought you knew. I just had a miscarriage for a second time a month ago. I'm telling you what I know. With all the fortifications, my family still was rocked. Okay? So sometimes things will expose you to new parts of your heart. It'll expose you to a new level of brokenness. The only way, though, you can get through that brokenness is standing on top of what you've already fortified down here. So being a leader is very much not about your skill set, your money, your bank account, who you know, what you're able to manifest with your hands. Yeah. It's a lot of people out here at McDonald's, I'm gonna say Payless, but Payless ain't there no more. T-Mobile, at these stores, low level that you'll never know, who have amazing, tremendous, blow your mind leadership skills. Why? They know who they are, they're able to listen, and they're able to learn outside of what they think that they know. So my encouragement to you today on this Tuesday, become a better leader. Here's some things. Figure out who you are. Know your weaknesses. I know good and gosh darn well that when it comes to me in leadership, I cannot work with people who are like my family, in the sense that like do a sip and chat with everybody in my family. I will go crazy. That's too close to home. That's too close to home. I know that I have daddy issues. So because I know I have daddy issues, I'm able to recognize my weaknesses in the way I move through earth. What do you mean, Kat? When my husband is talking to my son, I've learned how to shut my mouth. Now, see, there's a lot of feminists who would shut this off right now. But I understand my bias is I didn't grow up under the covering of a man with masculine energy who loved me, even though it didn't look like my mama's love. So I am sitting back and learning this what it is to have a daddy in the house. I had other women come up to me and say, Cat girl, don't worry about Lance fussing at the kids or talking to them stern. My daddy did that to us all the time and we're fine. I ain't talking about getting beat. I'm talking about a masculine man standing up in the household speaking to his kids. That's not real like, oh, my baby, blah, 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 how I am. I had to understand this is a love I've never known. Let me study it. And by the time I'm done studying it, guess what? My kids will probably be in college, where I had to take myself out the equation, sit back and glean and learn, wow. At the same time, the little girl in me is getting loved on by my husband, not in a weird way. Side note, I think it's really weird to call your sexual partner daddy, but we'll talk about that later. But in a way where I realize my brokenness, it impedes on me being able to function as this type of wife who grew up with a daddy, right? I didn't grow up with a daddy. So I'm learning, okay, so when another single mother or a married woman or whoever is dealing with masculine energy, and I can say, what he said wasn't wrong, sis. Did you grow up with a dad? Well, no, I didn't. But I just think, well, can I share something with you that I had to even learn in my own household? I'm communicating my experience. I'm showing my brokenness, all while feeding knowledge to somebody who couldn't get it themselves. I'm just trying to show you guys how I do what I'm trying to preach to you. And it's hard and it's uncomfortable, and I am a better leader, communicator, entrepreneur, woman, mother, and just all around person for it. So I extend the opportunity to you today to reach out beyond your limits and your comfort zone. Be a leader, learn, glean. I'm going to put this on my YouTube page because I'm trying to save this stuff. I will sit down and make a curriculum for this. I don't even know where to start. Hey, anybody that knows anybody in corporate America that needs a speaker or anything, I don't even know how to get these contracts. I just know I got the juice and I know I got the goods, and it's really about who you know. But we'll get into all of that. CatBranchman.com. I renewed my website for the year. Baby, we still growing. We still out here learning. When I get put on, and I know all y'all gonna be watching, I want y'all to remember this stuff. So you never feel ashamed to be a novice. You never feel ashamed to be a freshman in some type of area of your life, because everybody has to start somewhere. And I didn't just start this a year ago, 2 years ago. I've been doing this for years. I'm highly educated, highly intelligent, and I'm still a freshman. I'm still getting my feet wet. Do not be discouraged. Get out there, get your money, get your knowledge, change the world, and change your household. But it starts with you. CatBranchman.com. All right, bye, y'all.